Hello everyone, I am Erika of beadingschool.com and you are watching Coffee Time with Erika, my weekly beady broadcast. Today we came together to celebrate the third anniversary of the Beading School Academy. But before I would start, I would like to know if everyone can hear me, if everyone can see me. Cheers, everyone, to this beautiful occasion, by the way. And I see already Nancy checking in. She says, good morning to all my beady friends. And so good to see you, Nancy. And Angelina is here, and Lita is here also. And she says, happy birthday, dear Academy. Aniko is here also. She can see us and hear us. So that is wonderful. As I said, today we are celebrating the 3 years anniversary of the Beading School Academy. It was an exciting time back then in 2021 and probably the biggest step that we as a team took in the history of Beading School. But if you are new, then just a moment to tell you what is the Beading School Academy. So based on our students' feedback and the amazing growth that we can witness daily, I dare to say that currently the Beading School Academy is the most valuable membership program for beaders that you can become part of. With an artistically curated box every second month, with tutorials, challenges, and mini workshops, fellow students and designers who are there to guide you and help you and celebrate with you to answer your questions, no matter what you are curious about or what kind of help do you need. But let's go back in time a little bit. This picture is from the Beading School Summer Day from 2021, and we were already preparing to open the doors of the academy. But during those days, especially on the day when it all started, we were sitting together at the table with Adam, and we just had a call with Andrea to finalize everything before bringing the news to our community, to you. We had about 3 hours to go. Not everything was ready yet. And Adam asked, do we really need the option to become a student of the academy with a 1-year commitment and payment in advance? And I have to say, I don't like to push stuff like this, especially at the last minute, but I felt that in this case, yes is the correct answer. And a bit later, the very first Beading School Academy student proved it right. She chose the fuchsia, the highest level, with a 1 year and immediately becoming a Beading School Academy student for an entire year. She's still with us 3 years later, now together with about 500 other fellow Beading School Academy students. In the meanwhile, lots of other beaders joined us, and I would like to just also say Rosh Hashanah to everyone who celebrates, and also to say that we are thinking of everyone who was affected recently by the hurricane. Sorry, just a bit of interruption, but I wanted to wait until more beaders join, and then now it's time to return to the academy. So there was something magical, and there was a high level of trust and this feeling of like being in it together since the very beginning. And since then, every 2 months when we are opening a new team and start working together, then it feels like a new beginning, but also it feels like we actually became a BD online family, and we spent so much time together, and you ladies became really like part of my everyday of mine. So Beatrix is asking that who was the first member, by the way. The one with the fastest fingers, it was Katja. In a day, if I remember correctly, in a day or two, all the available spots for our academy students were gone. We actually had to improvise, and somehow Andrea worked her magic to open up more spaces for the academy. But indeed, in a matter of a few days, all the spots were taken. Also, a fun fact that originally we had 100 turquoise level openings and 50 fuchsia, but immediately we had to turn the ratio and find a way to make more spaces for our fuchsia students, because everyone wanted to be a fuchsia Beadingschool Academy student. And a bit more about the history. So the idea of the academy, even if I called it differently back then, was born, I think, about 5 or 6 years before we actually opened the doors, before it would have all started. I knew already that I wanted teams, I wanted tutorials, I wanted inspiration, and most importantly, a community, to forge a community that beads and nourish a community that beads and learns and grows together. And here we are, here you are in it together. Dreams became plans, and plans became reality. As we said during the interview last week with Andrea, the basic structure of the academy remained the same since the very beginning. However, it was enriched with a lot more. Lunch breaks, storytellings, and mini challenges. And I would say that the mini challenges are the biggest proof of your growth and how much you all inspire each other and how you learn together. So actually, Zuzi and Dora today helped me to put together a little showcase of all the Beadingschool Academy mini challenge winners. So first, I would like to share a bit more, and then I would like to invite you to marvel at the beautiful jewels of our mini challenge winners and take a journey through Beadingschool Academy history together. So, some fun facts about the Beadingschool Academy. 2 weeks before opening the doors of the academy, so that was like 3 years and 2 weeks ago, we lost a huge amount of the material that was supposed to go to the very first Beadingschool Academy team box, the Magic Garden. So what happened that actually the delivery company did not notify us that the package is there, and since we did not fill in the paperwork, then after a while they decided to just get rid of the big package, and that happened 2 weeks before opening the doors. So we had to improvise a lot, and that was one of the times when Andrea and the team proved that changing plans and improvising is one of their strongest points. Susie asked if they shred it. Yes, they shred it. They did not send it back. They did not send it to us. They actually somehow damaged the package. And Angelina says, so funny, I was searching for mini challenge winners just yesterday. So now we can celebrate them together. And Ginny says, I loved the Magic Garden team. Indeed, it was special. And actually, this key that you see, this turquoise patina key, it was part of the Magic Garden team box. And when we already had it in our hands, then we decided that this should become a symbol of the academy. So when we have a new student signing up and becoming a member of the academy, then no matter what team we are working on, we always send a key like this with a little welcome card to say like, yay, welcome, and this is your key to a magical new adventure. But another fun fact about the academy, that since then, actually we had to dedicate a full room to the academy. So in the Beadingschool treasury, we have a door where you see academy room written on the door. And that's where we pack, and that's where we store the academy boxes. Beatrix says that for some reason she didn't get the key. Dear Beatrix, then I'm sorry about that, and please write us an email at info@beadingschool.com, and we will make it right, of course. And Angelina says that key is always on my desk next to my beading mat and Lego Yoda. I also have it still, like, now that you are just saying that, I also have it here nearby, because it's just such an important symbol in the life of the academy and our beading school. And another fun fact is that originally it was only me who designed the jewels and took care of the virtual classroom and wrote all the articles. And now I am lucky to have a whole group of helpers, including also friends, designers, and colleagues at Beading School who dedicate their time and creative energy to it. And I think you can really see the difference. Also, how the signature jewels evolved. That at the beginning they used to be a lot simpler, and now that I have helpers and everyone is contributing, now the signature jewels became like really signature jewels that you can learn a lot from. And before I would go and show you the mini challenge winners, do you have any questions? Is there something that you would like to know about the academy? And hi also Rachel and everyone who joined us since then. I'm curious, what are you thinking about, and what kind of questions do you have about the academy? So I know that very often we get the question that how much in advance we know about the teams of the academy, for example. And I am just opening my sheet to tell you that which one is the latest team that I know. And I can say that I know what kind of teams we are going to work with until January 2026. I also know what is going to be the September-October 2026 theme and source of inspiration. Of course, 2025 is all done. We have already ordered most of the material for the 2025 January and March box, so that's how much in advance we know nowadays. And Angelina says, you mentioned once that you know 3 teams in advance. And yes, sometime when we started, then it was just one team in advance, then it grew to 2 teams in advance, and now we try to push it forward and forward to give more time to our designers, mainly to our team, so they can take care of the material. So it all makes it safer and more controlled. And so it's very important that this timeline is done well. And Niti says, in the meanwhile, I remember when I joined, so excited. It was the Maharaja's Juval. Then you joined with the 4th team, it seems. And indeed, that was a really, really nice one. And Catherine is asking, what is the best way to change the level of subscription? Dear Catherine, please email info@beadingschool.com and the ladies will help you with questions like that. Lita is asking, what was your favorite team? And that is a very, very, very hard question, Lita. I really liked Art Deco with all the green. Then I really also enjoyed the Juval of the Maharaja that Niti just mentioned. Starry Night and Van Gogh. But it's very, very hard to choose. They are all my children. Rachel says, I haven't come across a single Beadingschool Academy team that was not incredibly inspiring. They are all so well thought out. Thank you, Rachel. It's so, so, so nice to read about your feelings. And I would also like to invite you to write about your experience with the Academy. I would love to read that. When did you join? How was it? What was your favorite team? So please share that so we can create history today together. And Ginny says, it makes perfect sense that you have to plan so far in advance to get all the supplies and designs ready. You do a great job. Congratulations on your 3rd anniversary. Thank you, Ginny. Sheila says, Lucia's light is my favorite. That was a good one. That was a good one with the red, the black, and the silver. Linda says, I do not think I could choose. And Antoinette says, so lucky I joined from the beginning and love them all. And Angelina is asking about the calendar. That's completely different topic than the Academy, but why would we stop with such a beautiful tradition that we just started last year? So lovely, ladies. Any other questions, any other thoughts about the Academy that you would like to share? Lita says, it's no surprise, but Jardin Majorelle is my favorite. That was a good one. That was a really, really, really good one. I loved the colors, the blues and the greens, and also all the shapes, and I love Morocco, so that was very, very close to my heart. Angelina is asking, do you think you might have just black and white theme one day? I don't really think so. Even if we sometimes work with black and white, which are actually like challenging colors for me, I think I would not keep it only with these 2 tones. I would probably mix in gray or silver or gold, but not black and white only. And Ginny says, I loved all, but flowers in the hair was my favorite. I'm an old hippie from way back. And Rachel says, I joined during Tatis's Treasure. And Lita loved the signature jewel from Jardin Majorelle. And Joanna says, Magic Garden was the only box I didn't get. Not because I didn't want it, because I didn't know about the Beading Academy till then. It's my dream to get my hands on it someday, somehow. And Robin says, I joined with Lucia's light and did all the designs. It's still special to me, although I have enjoyed all the teams. Zuzi is also Jardin Majorelle team. Molly loved the Sirens of the Northern Sea. And hi, Lutka. Rachel loved the Winter Tale. That was Heather's work. The bold colors. And now that we mentioned so many teams from the past, then now let's look at the mini challenge winners. What came to my mind in the meanwhile, how you were writing about all the teams. Well, not all of them, because actually I didn't see the one mentioned that I feel that actually became more special to me than the others. So the one that I am thinking about, it was the Dolce Vita, inspired by Italy. And you might have noticed that all the teams, they, besides like bringing you artistic inspiration, sharing with you something interesting from art, from history, or a legend, they always also are marked by something personal from my life. Those who know me closer than they might even recognize what's happening. But in the case of La Dolce Vita, when we went in the spring with Adam to Rome, then it was right after a cold, long winter and very deep depression for me. And that was the time when I felt like I am coming alive again. And Dolce Vita was the feeling that I started to feel. I started to be happy again. So that was a special one for me. Linda says she loves the history behind the themes, and Ingrid is actually greeting us from Italy. And now let's see the mini challenge winners. But also, when I mentioned that now there is a whole team who is contributing to the success of the academy, friends, designers, and also colleagues from Beading School, I would also like to mention that even you or dear students are contributing day by day. Every time when you help out a fellow beader in the Beading School Club, answering her question, but also cheering for each other, celebrating each other, it's super valuable in the life of Beadingschool Academy students. And sometimes we even have academy students who step up and would like to create something truly special for fellow students. And today I have here a gift for you from another fellow Beadingschool Academy student, from Anna. And Anna was playing with the Fly Me to the Moon box, and her Meteor Tail pendant tutorial will be a gift to all Beadingschool Club members that we are going to share very soon, and you will find the file in the club. So thank you so much, Anna, for this super intriguing design. And I would like to wish everyone happy beading and creating Anna's jewel. And also I would like to thank everyone who contributed also this way during the past years. As you ladies are growing, we want to create more and more opportunities for you to showcase your talent. So keep an open eye, because more is coming. So you can show your art and share your passion. And now finally, mini challenge winners. So we didn't have a mini challenge with the Magic Garden team. We started with the Starry Night team. And this is Elena Lazovic's beautiful pendant that she created with the art cabochon. Actually, Elena also wanted to donate this tutorial, but unfortunately we don't have the original cabochons anymore, and we did like 5 rounds of trying to do the hexagon again, but it did not work out, unfortunately, so far. And this was like such a beautiful one. Like, this is radiating. And then we have here the jewel of the Maharaja, and this is Aniko's bead embroidered jewel. And since then, Aniko actually joined, in a way, the beading school team, joined the beading school team. So her journey is also a beautiful one, and I'm so incredibly happy that we can now also work together with Aniko. And this jewel, the balance, the shape, everything is just so beautiful. The colors are also perfectly chosen. And then we have another piece from Elena. This was the Art Deco team that you ladies might recognize from the metal components. And Elena created another beautiful pendant, typical with geometric shapes. Then we have here Tulip Mania. We traveled to Turkey that time, where the tulips are coming from. And this is another bead embroidered piece. And this was created by dear Sarah. And Sarah is one of the most meticulous beaders I know. And this tulip that she created, this is just amazing. The balance of the different sizes of the pearls and the cabochons together, it is incredibly beautiful, Sarah. Then we have here Tatis's Treasure and Tammy. And I think Tammy is one of those beaders that no matter what kind of colors she uses, what does she create, you look at it and you know that it is Tammy. She has her signature style, and she loves creating these beautiful bracelets and rings in one. And I love her creative spirit and developing her own style. So beautiful, Tammy. And of course, she loves turquoise. And then from Ariana, we have kind of a beaded painting here. And this was... Okay, we have here Tatis's Treasure twice. We have here Ariana. I think we might have given out an extra prize. Sorry, I don't remember what happened back then. And this is like a beautiful painting from Ariana. An underwater scene. And then we have here, oh my god, Flowers in the Hair from Kata, and a signature necklace. So much sparkle and so much fire and intricacy. A very typical Kata piece. You did so well. And Susie says indeed that we had 2 winners because we couldn't choose. Then we have here Flowers in the Hair and Nancy. And Nancy created this flower-shaped jewel with the glittery big cabochon in the middle. And she even fixed that little butterfly on the top, and the leaves and the flowers all around. Beautiful. Lucia's Light was also already mentioned, and this is Irina. and also Irina's own design. And she was working with one of the Preciosa Nacre buttons, which is a very challenging component to work with because it's big and slippery. And she did such a great job. Irina, this is beautiful. Then we have here Gaylene Terry and Dolce Vita. The structure of this bead is mind-blowing, like so many intricate details, and how the Preciosa pendant drop is nestling at the bottom. And I love the movement in the piece, how inside of it the twist beads are incorporated, and then outside in the opposite direction are the other curls created from seed beads. Beautiful. I think everyone who saw it remembers it. And then we have Laura, and this was Jardin Majorelle that many of us loved. And we were playing with a beautiful 27mm cabochon that Laura chose for her focal, but she created, in fact, 4 different kinds of components from the box, and we've wove them together into this beautiful statement piece. And Laura is one of those beaders who are like shooting stars on the sky of the beading world. Please keep an eye on her. I'm sure that you are keeping an eye on her. And then we have here Dream of Sibylla and Malia. And it's like a beautiful array of flowers. So many beautiful details and a very, very nice balance of sparkle and matte tones and pearlite finishes. And indeed, as Linda says, these ladies blow my mind, the amount of talent we have here. Indeed, with every team, it's becoming harder and harder to choose. And then we have here Sirens of the Northern Sea and Amanda. And what I love about this, that the gecko beads that Amanda chose to incorporate in her cuff, they play so nicely with the topic of these sirens. And that's such a nice thought from Amanda, I think. And beautifully chosen components. And then we have Rachel. And this was the Dangerous Liaisons. That one I also liked very much. I like the color. And I think it was truly speaking also to Rachel. She created intricate details. And I love actually very much how she incorporated the filigree. You have to like be mindful to locate it. It's not obvious at first sight because it's not actually in the biggest part, but she worked so much and she created beautiful lines of seed beads around the cabochons. Such a great work. And Ginny says, every piece is so lovely. Thanks for the review of the past challenge winners. Great idea. And then we have Laura again. And this was the Winter Tale. The box was created by Heather Kingsley Heath. And another beautiful piece where she played with actually 2 of the jewels that we made during the team, but then enlarged them into a beautiful statement necklace. Laura is amazing. And then we have here Angelica and her bead embroidered piece for the Aurora Borealis. So this is, I think, when we started to have this rule that if you want to become the talent winner, then you have to use a specific component, because our job became so hard choosing, and also that it has to be your design. This is again an incredible piece. Angelica loves bead embroidery, and she was very inspired by the triangles. So you can see she used 2 different triangles in the piece, the big one, the flat back for the middle, and then more to enhance the beauty. And also I really like how she used the slender bugles. And then we have another Laura piece, and Sayulita Sunset. And this is a very creative way how Laura used the 3 loop connectors and the rondels. Again, creating different sizes, different variations of a motif, and then weaving them together into a statement necklace. Then we have Anita, and this is the Bavarian princess, the Sissi-inspired theme. And all of us, I remember how much we admired this piece, the perfect balance of the components. Here the challenge was actually to use the stars, the little star cabochons, and Anita did a great job. I love also how she used the pendant holder and turned it sideways and incorporated it as a connector. Then we have Laura again with the Fly Me to the Moon Academy theme, and Laura played with the art cabochon that we created specifically for this theme. And oh my god, Angelina says that the necklace tutorial from Laura is actually in Bead magazine. So that's very important to know. And Laura became a published author in the meanwhile over the years. And this necklace, well, it is a proof how much it deserves to be celebrated. And thank you so much, ladies, for celebrating the talent winners. But also please look back at your jewelry drawer, look back at your photographs, and also celebrate how much you grew and how many friends you made. So I wrote in an earlier post that this whole the past weekend, have been incredibly emotional for me. And I was actually crying multiple times, and tears are pushing into my eyes like at least, I don't know how many times daily. And they are like good ones, because I am lucky to experience so beautiful things. And now even this 3-year celebration of the academy. And after so we played with the Fly Me to the Moon box during the summer, and I am still showing Laura's creation from the Fly Me to the Moon box. And I invited you to stand still for a moment and look up at the sky to see where you are in your life and choose the direction in which you want to continue walking. And after the Fly Me to the Moon, now lots of thoughts about trust and courage keep returning to me with the Bird of Paradise box, as we are talking about the explorers, how the adventurers trusted their instincts and gathered their courage to search for the elusive Bird of Paradise. And I have to admit that we needed lots of courage together with Andrea and Adam when we opened the doors of the Beadingschool Academy 3 years ago. And I am grateful for you to be here and celebrate this together. I'm grateful that we are together in this big adventure with you all. And I would like to also invite you to gather our courage together for the next chapter of our lives, personally and together as Beadingschool Academy students. Thank you very much, ladies. And some of you mentioned that you would like to have some past boxes from the Beadingschool Academy. And there are some boxes that we still have. Not everything, unfortunately, can be recreated, but I would like to show you something. So if you visit the Beadingschool bead shop, and you find the single boxes of the Beadingschool Academy, then for this upcoming week, until next week's coffee time with Erika, we created an opportunity for you to get one of the past Beadingschool Academy boxes for the original price. So we have Bavarian Princess, Fly Me to the Moon, Sayulita Sunset, Aurora Borealis, Some of the Winter Tale, Dangerous Liaisons. Jardin Majorelle actually surfaced, Lucia's Light, and for exactly 1 week until next week's coffee time with Erika, you have the opportunity to have these boxes for the original 69 or 99 euros. Normally the turquoise one, if it's a single academic box, then after the theme it costs 99, and the fuchsia one costs 139. So this is a lot better price. And I know that you ladies are familiar with how much value you can find in a single academy box. So if you feel that one of these themes resonated with you, even if you have it already, but you would like to have more of the beads and components in that style and colors, then it's really, really worth it to go for one of these. The single academy boxes are usually part of the Advent Calendar Adventure, but this time they probably won't be part of it. So if you would like to have one, then this is your best chance. And besides that, as I said, some boxes unfortunately are not possible to recreate. However, we brought back as much from the components from the boxes as possible. So if you visit the inspiration category where you find the components one by one, Sayulita Sunset, Magic Garden, Thetis's Treasure, the Maharaja's Jewel, and you use the code inspiration12, then everything except the boxes that is under the category inspiration can be yours for a 12% better price. So this is a really, really, really great value. Beatrix asks if the boxes also include the tutorials, and indeed they bring you also the virtual classroom. So for example, if you missed Lucia's Light and you go for it now, then the tile of the Beadingschool Academy leading to the Lucia's Light part will open up for you, and you will also get access to the 2 tutorials, or 1 tutorial if it's a turquoise box. That was part of it. If we already had a storytelling night, we did not have it from the beginning, but if we already had a storytelling night, then you also will get access to Chenge's recording, so, and the articles, of course. So it's a really great deal. And also exploring the inspiration part is really, really worth it. So, lovely ladies, do you have any questions or anything that you would like to share? Please let me know. Beatrix also says, Erika, you can be really proud what you reached during these years. Though of depression and hydrangeas, you founded a wonderful company and beading club. It is something with great responsibility and effort. It's wonderful. Dear Beatrix, Thank you for your kind words. And what I am the proudest of are you, dear Beadingschool Academy students. How kind you are to each other, how much you learn, how much you dare to experiment and play. I am also incredibly proud of the Beading School team and everyone. Everyone is just like, I know that everyone who works on it in some way, they really do it from the bottom of their hearts. Angelina is mentioning in the meanwhile the storytelling nights. She loves them very much. And Irene is asking, where do we find Anna's tutorial? It will be available in the Beading School Club, dear Irene, as a file. I'm not sure if it's already published, so there will be an announcement about that. And Laura, our 3 times winner, she says, thank you, Erika, for the wonderful academy. These boxes are not just a source of inspiration. They are an absolute joy to receive and a heaven of creativity and escapism. They are very special for me. Dear Anna, I will cry again today. Totally. And Rachel says, thank you for all these years of happiness and inspiration. Here is to hoping there will be many more, too many to count. Cheers to that, dear Rachel. Linda is asking about a specific component, if it will be available again. Dear Linda, the best that you can do is please add yourself to the waiting list, and then we see that there is interest, so that's where we will those are the components that we first bring back when we see that there is big interest of something. And also you can send a message to the treasury, but most importantly, add yourself to the waiting list, please. If you are talking about the art cabochons, we do want to bring those back. Advent calendar adventure. Lita says, thank you, Erika, for your essential kindness, your dedication and creativity. Thank you, Lita, and you are the ones, ladies, who inspire me, so thank you for that. And thank you, Faye and Susie and Anna. And Anna is asking about the tutorials. Tutorials should not be part of it. So, no, they are not included in this category. And thank you also, Cindy. And Kata says, thank you so much for creating this platform and inspiring us, building this community. Credit to each member of the team for your efforts. Thank you, Kata. Anna says, this is the friendliest group of beaders. I'm 100% sure about that. Angelina asks, will the Advent bead samples come with the next box? Yes. We are working on it now. And lovely ladies, thank you so much for being and beading here together. Thank you so much for talking about the academic with your beading friends so more beaders can join us. Thank you so much for creating beautiful jewels and sharing them in the club. And take good care of yourselves and each other. And see you on Thursday, so no one has to bead alone, of course. Thank you, ladies.